Hello viewers. Okay, hands up. How many of you have gone out camping, bushwalking, hiking, or even in your own home and found that you haven't got a can opener, or one that works anyway? And if the power grid goes down, you've got an electric can opener, hey, not going to work, is it? Okay, can openers these days, just go through a few of them here. This is one of the older type. I remember when I was a kid, that type there, corkscrew, and what you had to do was actually punch it into the top of the can, and with this cutting spike on it, wind around the top of the can, open the lid of the can. Okay, still available today. Very hard to use. They can be for some people, particularly elderly people with arthritis and things like that. Another type is this one. It's a scissor type. Quality of these days is deteriorating. I mean, if you have a look at that, you can see there's a cog there, and that goes under the lip of the can. That rivet breaks here. That's like a scissor action, and you need two hands to use it. It's very hard to find a good can opener these days, let alone using electric can openers in your home, which is fine, it's fine, but if the power grid goes down, they're useless. One of the can openers we keep spare here is what they call a P38 can opener. It's one of these type, okay? And I've got a demo short on how to use it. The ones I buy, and I can buy them online, and this is particularly for my Australian subscribers, but I do believe overseas you can buy them online too. This is a military one, and I bought two fairly recently from a local supplier on eBay. You can tell by the colour of this whether it's a genuine military one. And the reason why I go for these ones is, one, through experience during my military service with our combat rations, opening up small cans back in those days, and two, they're very, very strong, made of hardened steel, and they're also nickel plated so that they don't rust. Very easy to use. I found these on eBay. I think they're selling for about $3 each. If you go to the larger camping stores, the franchises, that sort of thing, you can get similar ones. It's also got a spoon on the end of it, which back from my military days is very, very handy for eating the contents out of canned food, which we did. Another type that's available, it's also a P38 variant, is this one. You can buy those at camping stores or online. These are made in somewhere in Asia. I think this one was Taiwan. Yeah, Taiwan. So I don't know how good the steel is on that or how long they'll last. For me, I prefer these ones. They can be used to open small cans as well, which we did back in the day with the small cans about this size, a little bit bigger. Ration packs, 24-hour ration packs. So a lot of cans these days in the supermarkets, if you're looking at storing or taking commercial canned food with you, have got these types of lids, the rip top ring lids. Okay, and how many times and those rings have snapped off? It's happened to me numerous times. And of course then you need a can opener to open the rest of it. There's a key, and what that does is you turn the key around and it takes a metal strip off around the bottom of the can to open it. Now quite often when you buy these at a supermarket or something like that, the keys will be missing and you don't quite often can't find out till you get home, or as you're winding it off around there, the metal strip will sometimes snap off and you've got a can that's partly opened. With these sorts of cans, if you're using one of these conventional can openers on it, sometimes they have trouble going around, cutting around the corners because of the circumference of the corner, depending which one of these you're using. Even the electric ones have problems with. I've got a can of dog food here, which I'll open because I've got to feed the dogs later on. Again, rip top lid on it, ring, pull, whatever you want to call it. That ring will snap off. So I'll do a demo on how to use these. On this one here, that's the cutting blade. That's the one that cuts the lid off the can. And there's also a spike there that goes under the lip of the can, and you use it in a lever action. As this cuts, you just pull it back a little bit and it cuts the top of the can. These are very, very good. They stay sharp for years. That's the military style ones. So they're very, very easy to use, very light, very compact if you're using it in a backpack or EDC or your go bag or whatever the case may be. They've also got a bottle opener on top there. These were originally designed and made back in 1940 by the Americans for their combat rations, and Australia also took them on for our ration packs as well, the 10-man ration packs or the 24-hour ration packs. Let's open a can of food. Let's pretend for a moment that that ring has broken off, okay, as they do. Alright, way to use this, see that little indent there, just near my finger there, that little indent there, okay, that goes under the lid of the can, like so. Fold the blade out, and you just, with lever action, just push down on it till that blade pierces the top of the can. Then you slowly creep it around. I haven't got a very good hand today, this one's got a permanent injury. Can take a while, and if you happen to miss a bit you can always go back over it. Okay, just like that. The reason why I like these spoons, this particular type 2, is also with the longer length you get better lever action on it, and that's basically all it is. And some of these cans are pretty tough, but the cutting blade on it is very, very sharp. I missed a bit there, so I'll just go back and do it again. Okay, just started off, so we'll see if we can see it in camera there. That's the way it does. Okay, it's a good clean cut. That cutting blade, that's that one there. So that's the start of it. And I won't go through it because it's going to take too long to do the whole can. Sometimes when you're using these types of can openers and these, or variants of these, and even some electric can openers, you find that when they've opened the can, they'll quite often leave metal filings or metal shavings in the food in the can. That's something to be aware of, particularly if it's dark or low light conditions. But I've never ever had that problem with these types of can openers. That's the P38 can opener. That's the military style. It's even got in here, it's got a 13 figure number, and this one was made in 2007. Stamped in the metal there. Very compact, virtually no weight at all, which is what you want for your backpack, EDC, go bag, whatever. Very good to have around home too. If you're buying them online, try and look for these ones. They're the ex-military ones. You can tell by the colour, they're usually nickel coated or something like that so they don't rust. They're virtually indestructible. Little hole in the top there to tie a string to it, cordage or something. You've got a can opener that's broken or lost, or you've got an electric can opener and the power's gone out and you can't open a can of food. These type, there are military versions of these, but they've also got them in camping shops. Now I don't know what the quality of these is over a long period of time. that's why I stick with the military type. And I think in America, in the United States, you can get the military version of this too. Not too sure on that, but I haven't actually seen a military version of this for sale in Australia, just Asian knockoffs. So I really don't know how good the metal quality is on these compared to these ones. Thanks for watching, I hope this helps, and I'll see you later.